beautiful people, what is up? Welcome back. So it is my January reset video where we are going to go over my January TBR. Okay, so I already took the liberty of doing all of the boxes. So these are my Dangerously Wavering January TBR, and then on the page right before it I wrote out my tracking graph, so I'll track how many books I read each month. And then I'll write a short review with stars in the notebook as well. So yeah, now it's time for me to write in everything, and I'll do that, and then we'll go over all of them. So I changed the lighting because it's awkward to film from here with the lights like blaring in the back. So now it's all soft lighting, which makes me happy. Anyway, so January TBR. I talked about this in a video I posted, but for those of you who haven't seen it, this chair is really squeaky. Okay, for those of you who haven't seen it, basically I'm making monthly TBRs because my TBR list is so freaking long. It's 661 books right now, which is a lot. And that's not counting the ones I've saved on Instagram, on my camera roll, or written down on my notes in my TBR. Yeah. So I'm deciding if I break it down a little bit smaller, then I have a better chance of reading everything. This is a little over 30 books. It was originally 30, and then after I ended, you'll see the clip of me filling it all in a little bit before this. And after I ended that, I realized there were a couple blank spaces that I had left that I didn't have filled, so I just went and filled those in with some extras. Anyway, let's start from the top. So, this is what it looks like. It's so pretty. Yeah. So I'm going to start with, so the first book on here is A Court of Thorns and Roses, which, if you saw my last video, was on my last half of December TBR. But I didn't read it, so I just moved it forward. And then I have The Upside of Falling by Alex Light, I think. I was just reading it, but I can't remember. So I know I read this book before, but I always feel like if they're on my TBR, I have to reread them and actually review it, because it's still on my TBR, so I never moved it to my already read books, which means I'm going to reread it, and that way I can give a review. So then I have First Drop of Crimson and Eternal Kiss of Darkness, which is Janine Frost. Her books are so good. I believe it's the Night Huntress World series, I think, with Mancheras. If you haven't read all of her books, please do. There are so many, and they are so good. I love them. Anyway, I think I've read the first one of this, but didn't read the second, so I just added them both so that I can refresh my memory. I don't know why talking on camera makes me nervous. I always get short of breath. Anyway. Then I have Anything You Can Do. It looked cute. That's my only reason for adding it. It was on my TBR. It looked cute, so I was like, yo, I'll read this. Haven't read it yet. Never read it. Then I have I think my singular nonfiction book for this month, which is Sapiens, A Brief History of Humankind. I like anthropology. I think that's what it is, right? The study of humans and like civilization, culture, stuff like that. I like it. I like studying ancient humans. I like studying people. So I'm really excited to read this. Then I have Ogre Enchanted, which has been on my list for forever. Again, I have read this book. I know that. But like I didn't move it when I read it, so now I have to reread it to be able to move it the way my brain works. Which is by Gail Carson Levine. And I love her books. I'm a big fan of Ella Enchanted. I'm a big fan of all of them. So yeah, this should be really good. A good reread. Then I have Tied Up in You, which I believe is like a figure skating romance. I went through a phase where I was really into ice skating and like hockey and figure skating, and so like romance books. So this is from that phase, the first part of that phase. Like I had that phase, then I got out of it, then I hit it again, and I got out of it, and then I hit it again. But the third time was like just spicy MLM hockey books. So each phase has been slightly different, but all based on that. Anyway, then I have Playboy Playmaker, which I think I might have started but never finished. Maybe I haven't read it at all. I don't know. But it seems really familiar, so I feel like I started it. Then The Cock Down the Block. Don't. Please don't censor me for that. You know, I could just say The Chicken Down the Road. The Chicken Down the Block. Okay, y'all can just read that real quick. Yeah. So, I saw this Instagram reel, and it was like, if you like any of these books, we're gonna be best friends. And it was like some of the Twisted books, you know, Twisted Hate, Twisted Love. And then it was like Red, White, and Royal Blue, and Icebreaker, and that book. And I liked the Twisted books, but I loved Icebreaker and Red, White, and Royal Blue. So I was like, yes, I'm gonna add it to the list. Don't need to see anything about it. I'm going to read it. So then I have Challenge Accepted. Again, looked cute. It was on my TBR, but I didn't go through and read the blurbs on a lot of these, so I honestly don't remember what they were necessarily about. Just that if they've been on my TBR, there's something I've wanted to read, so I'm gonna read it. And then I have Firebolt and Thunderlight, which are two books in like the Draconarian series or something like that. I saw one and I was like, oh, dragon, cool. I'm a fantasy nerd, guys. So yeah, there's that. And then, okay, guys, we finished the big box. Now we're on to small box number 1, which has the cheat sheet, which is supposedly like a super cute, I think it's hockey, but it could be football. I actually don't know what sport it is, but it's a sport romance, super cute, clean. I've seen some really cute Instagram reels on it, so I was like, yes, please. Then I have Some Girls Do, which I think, again, guys, I haven't. Y'all, my abs hurt so bad. I went and worked out. It's like my upper obliques, right, like under my ribs. It hurts so bad. It's not even funny. I think this is like the Haley Kiyoko. I think this is her memoir, but I could also, no. Maybe that's Girls Like Girls. Y'all, I can't remember. Some Girls Do. That's the book. I mean, I'll probably look at the blurb and be like, oh, I was being so stupid, but it's fine. Disgrace, which got off an Instagram reel. Excited to read that. And then I have another Janine Frost series, and it's all 4 of them. And I think I read the first one, but I didn't read the rest of them, so I'm just going to read all 4. And that is Once Burned, Twice Tempted, Bound by Flames, and Into the Fire. So I'm excited about those. And then I have Him by Elle Kennedy, and Hidden Scars by Andy Jackson. I've read both of those books. I know I have, but it's the same situation. I'm just going to reread them, and this way I'll actually give you guys a review on them. So, guess it works out. Then I have After the Storm, which is supposed to be like a really, really cute single dad and his daughter. romance, and I'm so excited. Well, hold on, not the dad and the daughter. No, like he's a single dad and he has a super cute daughter, and it's his romance, and I'm really excited. I love the single parent or like the little kids in the books. They're so cute. I love babies. And books and babies, they go together perfectly. Sorry, just saying. And then I have 9 Days, which I saw an Instagram reel for and I saved it to my want to read. And yeah. And then I have Bash, which is a mafia romance, I believe, with some spice that I'm excited about. Okay, we made it to the second small box. We're there. Playing Defense. This also was on my end of December TBR. The thing is, I know I read it, or at least part of it, but I can't remember, did I finish it? Or did I accidentally close the tab and then just never go back to it? I don't know. So we're gonna figure out where I left off and read it and finish it. And then write a review, because I know I didn't review it. Kiss Now, Lie Later, which is like a super cute like rivalry. Oh my gosh, the Instagram reel that I saw for that was like, you know, both her brother and her dad like skip her champion soccer game for her brother's thing. But he comes and they're like rivals. Or like their schools are rivals or something, but he comes. I'm really excited. And then I have Eyes on Me. Again, I've read this a million times. But never took it off my TBR, so it's back on here, and it's like a dance. Super shy, nerdy, awkward girl with the star football player, but he has his own issues, like, and it's not the typical angsty teen boy, like his family has financial issues, and he loves to dance, which isn't, you know, not typically your star football player's thing, and he's teaching her, and it's so cute. Okay. Then I have Love Sequence. I saw an Instagram reel for it. Don't quite remember. Archer's Voice. Saw an Instagram reel. Y'all will get a review for these. This is just the TBR. And then I saw Chaos Crew, the Chaos Crew. They like escape from the masters, and it's like, this is the first time you get to eat chocolate. And I was like, oh, chocolate? Chaos? Yes, please. She had me at those 2 words. Then I have the Ever King, and like the little blurb that went along with this was like, if he doesn't bring me a necklace made of the bones of my enemies, I don't want him. And I was like, oh, dark fae romance? Yes, please. Sign me up. Okay. And then I have Faithless. So yeah, that is my January TBR. I think I also would like to make a video on my, like, most excited releases, you know, like, my most anticipated releases for 2024, because I don't typically keep up with that, but I have some books, like, saved on Instagram that they've been promoting that I am so excited about, like, anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this little chaotic January TBR. Let's see how many of these I can get through. Yeah. And then I'm hoping to, you know, get better at being more consistent. So at the end of January, I will film a January recap. And it's basically going to recap the books I read. And then on the next pages, I'm going to rate them. I'll like write the book, the stars, quick little what I thought about it, as well as doing it in Goodreads. And so it'll be a recap of this, or yeah, it'll probably be a recap of this. My other thing was going to be, I could just make a compilation of all of the like 1-minute review videos that I made, but nah. So yeah, I'll just go through the month's reviews, and we'll get to color in the bar for 2024. So basically, this is 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. And so however many books I read, I'll color a bar in that color. So it's a visual, and each month is a different color. So yeah, we'll go over that in the end of January. So it'll be January recap and February TBR. Okay, guys, have such an amazing day, year. Yeah. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Love. Thank you guys for watching. I really enjoyed it. And I hope you guys subscribe and come back. Bye.